Good evening, Toastmasters.
Good evening.
So nervous. No? Sorry. First of all, I want to thank CKTC for giving me this great opportunity to improve my English speaking skill. Today, I'm going to deliver my C1 speech. Many times, I got to introduce myself to others. Job interviews, school applications, new in a group. In my experience, organized structure is always a good start. So, I'm going to divide myself into 3 parts. Each part will also be divided into 3 parts. First part is about my personality, the question of who I am. My name is Michael, and yes, the name is after the superstar Michael Jackson. Basically, my personality was built in 3 places. Zhanghua was where I was born. Lovely countryside, but few memories. Taipei is where I grew up and learned. My wife always calls me a Tianlongren, but I think I'm changing to a Tainanren since I love this city much more now. And in National Taiwan University, I majored in anthropology and archaeology. Tainan is where I am. I live and work here. Unlike most of the people, I moved southwards, and I will show you the story in the next part. Next part is about my occupation, about what I do. Since I'm no longer a student now, I'm going to talk about what I work for instead of my major. When I was back in college, I began to learn to be a teacher, teaching Chinese composition writing for little kids. Of course, I did it for money. And another thing is that I had stage fright, as you can see. And since even now, I still have stage fright. So expressing myself in front of people is very difficult for me. So that reason somehow encouraged me to try to be a teacher, so I could have a chance to change. Archaeology is what I do after graduation and the military service. I came back to do what I had been trained for. It's archaeological field work. This is what most people think we do, but actually that is what we actually do, hands down to the earth every day. We respect the land very much. And the last archaeological site I excavated was in Tainan Xinhua, and that was the beginning of my life in Tainan. I met my wife and settled down. 2 years later, I quit my job in archaeology. And now we sell screws made in Taiwan to all over the world. As you can see, the collated screw. I can explain to you later on. So also, I'm still teaching English as a tutor. Now, I love all the jobs I do. The third part is about my hobbies, about what I love. You can also see 3 parts here. The first part is about cars. I have always loved cars since I was a kid. I love to learn about car brands and drive cars. I even tried to be a car salesperson. However, it turns out that being interested in something doesn't mean that you can sell it. It's totally different. Photography was what I learned when I was in college. I made my own postcards to exchange with the world through the website postcardsing.com. It's really fun. I can introduce Taiwan to the world in this way. And finally, traveling is my favorite part. 3 times I traveled around the whole island with my classmates by motorbikes when I was in college. And now I'm able to travel overseas, and Japan is one of my favorite countries. Recently, I got married, and we just came back from our honeymoon, which is also planned by myself. I drive over 3,000 kilometers in Europe, and this is really fun. And here are some photos I can share with you. Thank you very much.